Hey everybody, it's Tim, and I am back with our Tim's Monthly Real-Time Update number 14 now. We're in the month of February, and this is for the month gone by since our last update in January. So, welcome back. Great to see you all. I know I'm not really seeing you, I'm seeing a lens, but you get the idea. So this is number 14, and the month gone by. Where did I leave you off? I think I was on my way to South Carolina. I did a show in South Carolina for Francis Marion University. That one went very nicely. They treated me very well there, and I had a great time. Ran into one of our Patreon members, Gus Philippot, joined us there to catch Man Cave at Francis Marion. Had a fabulous time, great hotel, nice visit, and then racing off. I made the trip from South Carolina to Los Angeles in just 4 days, which is record time for me at least, which meant just 3 hotel stops along the way, so I was economizing everywhere I had the chance. And so I went and stayed for a few days in advance of the performance that I had in Los Angeles, visiting with my good friend Kirsten. I swung down to San Diego, dropped in on Betty Anderson, did a couple of performances of Man Cave in her living room for an invited audience. By the way, later in this video we will have the drawing for the living room performance. Don't know if amid the candy, there are a bunch of names there. You may be able to see yours somewhere there or not. I will reach in at some point and grab one. Been working on loads of projects in the meantime. Lots of email campaign stuff. I am trying to enter it all in all of the 20,000 plus email addresses that I have captured over the years into a large Excel database, so that to smooth that process somewhat and to make it more targeted. I put together a collection of man cave scenes where you can watch them all, one after another I uploaded them for a link to them for the Patreon users as a special gift last month, in which you can watch essentially a series of 2 to 4 minute scenes in scenic progression as we go through the play. So it starts to make a little bit of sense even if you haven't seen the whole thing. So I hope you enjoy that. I had memorized already my new one-man lecture TED Talk style autobiographical keynote address called Lost at Santa's Village. I've performed it a few times here and there, but it's really like totally wedged in inside my head right now, and I'm gearing it up for the first kind of major public performance I'm going to have of this thing, which will be at Southeastern Theater Conference in just about a week. Just a little less than a week even. So I'm trying to do it 2 times a day in the meantime, so that it just gets fluid and reflexive, as opposed to that if I start to think about something, if somebody's phone goes off in the auditorium, it won't throw me. Now that I've said that, I've probably just jinxed myself. So that's pretty well memorized, and I've got like 3 events coming up in very quick succession. I'm going to be doing Man Cave at Lewis University in the southern Chicago suburbs on Monday. On Tuesday, I'm doing Moliere Than Thou in Muncie at Ball State University, and from there I'm going to Louisville for Southeast Theater Conference, where I'm going to be doing Lost at Santa's Village at like midnight on Thursday night. So I've got to get all 3 shows kind of up in the brain at the same time, so that with just a little extra work on them on the day that I'm performing them, I can get them to peak just at the right time for the performance. And I'm working on a new display unit for these conferences. I don't know if I'm going to have this ready in time for Louisville's Southeast Theater Conference, but I'm going to have a box, a display box, what do they call it, a lighted box, that will have a big banner style thing in front of it about my shows, and then it will be illuminated from behind, so it will have a glow. It'll really draw attention. I will have it run across the screen right about here maybe, so that you can see what it is I'm talking about and how awesome that's going to be. We got a really generous $1,000 donation the other day, which gets us halfway to being able to purchase that outright. So we are also seeking a matching donation or donations to pay for the balance of that, so we can have it as soon as possible. But that's exciting. I was in LA for Man Cave at the White Fire Theater Solo Fest. And I had some great old friends show up to see it, friends from high school, from college, from Stage 2, from the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, people that I hadn't seen in many years. Came, brought friends, spouses, partners. We had a little wine reception afterwards, but they really got the show, laughing all the way through. And what is, I think, the best review ever appeared online just a few days ago. I'm gonna quote from the review. I'm just gonna read it straight through, but assume that there's various ellipses in between some of these phrases that are much longer and elaborate and nuanced sentences. But I'm just gonna quote the fun stuff. I'm embarrassed to quote the really good stuff because it's good beyond usual. Special, profound, and absolutely hilarious. A spectacular discovery, a spectacular discovery, beautifully constructed. This play is absolute perfection. Man Cave exists as some kind of Twilight Zone-esque prophetic cautionary tale. I absolutely loved the show. So, thanks to the author for that. This is, of course, going to be at the heart of all the advertising that I do for this over the coming months. This month's PISO work, I'm going to attach a script to this month's email campaign. In fact, I think I've decided what I've been reminded recently because it's mentioned in my keynote address, the 1981 production of Servant of Two Masters that I was in at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. I'm going to upload, for your enjoyment, a copy of the script that I created of Servant of Two Masters about 30 years later. It's been produced once so far. It's in rhymed iambic pentameter. I think it's fun and clever, so I hope you guys enjoy it. That's your special present for being Patreon members. Thank you so much for all your support. And if there's further requests, if you enjoy getting the occasional script in your email, I've got about 17 variations of Moliere plays available as well. If somebody cares to make a request, I can make that one the attachment for next month's monthly report. And along the road this past month, I had the ability to take some fun photos because a lot of driving through some beautiful areas, sometimes early in the morning, sometimes late at night. So underneath here, we're going to do the little dance of the photos going past your screen of some early morning clouds in New Mexico, a little finger of light hitting a New Mexico bluff just as we're crossing from New Mexico into Arizona, shot of me on the White Fire Theater red carpet, shot from the San Diego Bay, a collection of the people who came to the Man Cave performance at the White Fire Theater, and some collection of those people from high school, from grad school. Then driving back from Los Angeles to Chicago, I crossed the Nevada border. I caught a moonrise coming up just as the sun was going down on the other side, and I already showed you the lighted box, but we'll throw it in again here just for fun. Coming up, As I said, Monday it's Man Cave at Lewis University, just south of Chicago. Please come join us. I think it's a free play. If it costs anything, it's very inexpensive. It's Monday at 7:30 in Romeoville, Illinois. And then I do Moliere Than Thou at Ball State in Muncie. After that, it's Lost at Santa's Village, performing in Louisville. It's a midnight show next Thursday night. From Louisville, I race. Oh, while I'm in Louisville, once again, I am the MC at their Gala Banquet Awards ceremony at the end of the weekend. So I will don the tux once more and attempt to pronounce names for the winners of various things, or the introducers of the winners of various things, which will be a blast, and hopefully get some name recognition out there as well. So from there, I go to New Mexico, where I'll be performing Man Cave at Eastern New Mexico University. I think that's on March 4th. Then March 6th, Fresno's Rogue Theater Festival gets underway. I'll be doing 5 performances of Man Cave over the course of about a week and a half. And then I'll head back. At the end of March, I'm going to be doing a middle school Kansas festival / conference, doing some workshops there and working on the mailings and all that other stuff that you're so used to. So it's about that time for our Patreon drawing. So as I said, it's all in here somewhere. Now I'm just going to put it up here in a position where I can't really see it. If I can't even as I look at the image in the lens in the little screen, it's too small to read anything, and the white, most of the what. Anyway, I'm not looking, is what I'm saying. I'm going to reach in and I'm going to grab one and see who won the big Patreon prize of a performance in their living room. I have one here in my hand. I'm turning it around so that I can read it, and it's someone who has won once already. Steve Daniel has already got a performance coming his way, so we're going to go again, and this time, Kathleen Allen. This is my cousin Kathy in San Antonio. Kathy, you can have a performance in your living room the next time I come through San Antonio, or what is it? Shirts. Is it Shirts? I think that's it. Anyway, so she's the big winner. Thank you for your support. Thank you for helping make this happen. I look forward to sharing something with you soon. Odd coincidence, both Kathy and Steve Daniel are in Texas, so I need to arrange to do a little time out in Texas. Anyway, I want to thank you for being there, following me in my adventures along the road, for supporting me. Oh, by now probably we've got names running up into my nose as we roll the credits for all those thank yous that we have for the people who have supported us. If anyone wants to support us a little more, we'd sure love to buy that new cool lighted box display. Hopefully, if nothing else, we do about 6 conferences a year. And any little edge we can find to catch people's eye so that they wander over to our booth is always helpful. And any 1 or 2 performances will easily have paid for that thing. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. Thanks for all your support. We will see you on the road.